Retired police officer Michael Barnbrook was the man who exposed the scandal of Derek Conway MP. Conway employed his son as a parliamentary researcher while he was still a student at university. This sent ripples through MPs of all parties who were also employing close relatives under dubious circumstances. Party leaders urged MPs to declare any involvement in this scandalous misuse of public money. This is Michael's recent speech at a Bexley and Greenwich combined branch meeting.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I've been treated with the utmost respect. Last Saturday, I can't believe it. I just want to say something. I don't know how many people, I'm going to sit down in a minute. I'm going to say something about the Greater Manchester Police. Now, I'm a retired police officer. I'm appalled at the behaviour of the Greater Manchester Police. I don't know how many of you know, but last week, a police constable in the Greater Manchester Police who had 14 years service, unblemished service. He had commendations for arresting armed robbers, commendations for stopping people to commit suicide. He appeared on a disciplinary board last week, charged with the offence of misconduct. He was found guilty and he was required to resign from the police force. And his offence, and I do not joke, his offence that he was seen, he's not a member of the British National Party, by the way, he's not a member, he was seen off duty at a football match wearing a BMP badge. And he has lost his job because of that. I'm going to read this letter. I know people don't. This letter went off today to the the Greater Manchester Police Authority, the Chief Executive. Dear Miss Spicer, I wish to register a formal complaint against the Greater Manchester Police for abuse of power. My complaint relates to the case of Police Constable Stuart Janaway, who on the 26th of September 2008, at a police disciplinary hearing, was found guilty of the offence of misconduct and required to resign from the police service. The offence for which he was convicted was for wearing a British National Party badge whilst off duty at a football match. It is my understanding that Mr Janaway, who I do not know personally, is not a member of the British National Party. Although I am aware of the problems that the Greater Manchester Police have suffered in recent years, which were highlighted in a television programme, I am appalled at the way in which Mr Janaway has been treated by his employer. As a member of the British National Party, I condemn racist behaviour in any shape or form and offer my support to any effort by the Greater Manchester Police to dispel the service of any individual guilty of such behaviour. To condemn Mr Janaway as being a racist for wearing the badge of a legitimate political party is akin to saying that anyone who supports Labour or the Conservatives is a warmonger for sending our troops into Iraq. I have many friends and colleagues from across the political spectrums who are dismayed at the attempt by the Greater Manchester Police to stifle freedom of speech and expression. I also consider the treatment of Mr Janaway to be in contravention of the Human Rights Act 1998. The treatment of Mr Janaway, who in the opinion of everyone I have spoken to, has not committed any offence, and the manner in which this matter has been handled demeans the police service in general and ridicules the Greater Manchester Police in particular. I have been in contact with the Greater Manchester Police Federation, who assure me that there is no other history attached to Mr Janaway and that there is every likelihood he will appeal this matter as far as the Home Secretary if necessary. I would therefore urge your authority to apply common sense and natural justice to this matter in order to resolve it to the benefit of all concerned, in addition to saving taxpayers' money. The bad publicity this incident has attracted in the national press does nothing to enhance the morale of all members of your service, most of whom would consider that Mr Janaway has been unfairly treated. I enclose a copy of an email that I sent to Mr Terry Sweeney, Assistant Chief Constable, to which I have not yet received a reply. That went off today. The frightening thing is, that's not the only thing. I mean, if you visit the website, there is another chap called, it gets worse, this really does get worse, a chap called Roy West, who's the BNP candidate for Duncanfield in Tameside. He had an argument with his neighbour, his next door neighbour, and his next door neighbour is German. And it is alleged that during the argument, Mr. West said to his German neighbour, wait for this, it's really, remember Dunkirk. You might laugh. The German neighbour reported it to the police. Mr. West was arrested. Whilst he was at the police station, his house was searched and a racist DVD by Enoch Powell, the Right Honourable Enoch Powell, was found. And he is due to appear at court next month for racially abusive language. And on the website there were 126 comments, and I haven't seen that many comments about the things on our website for a long time. There are 126 comments on the website, and one of them is from a member who I don't know how he identifies himself now, but he said that a close friend of his works in the Greater Manchester Police, and the Greater Manchester Police hierarchy have promised that before the European elections next year, the Greater Manchester Police will destroy the British National Party in Manchester. And I say to Mr. Fahy, the Chief Constable of Cheshire Police, you are in cloud cuckoo land. No one will destroy the British National Party, and they will do it over our dead bodies. As Voltaire famously said, I disagree with what you have to say, but I will fight to the death to protect your right to say it. And I think that should be our motto. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.